Hello people. Uh, in this video, we will be talking of how you should be applying to the different exam portals and everything. Given that XAT notification is out, has been out for quite a few days now, almost 2 weeks. So we'll start off with how to fill up the XAT form and as in what all steps you should take care of if there are any inconsistencies. I am also joined by my Vita students right now. So in case they have some questions, which I guess would overlap with whatever other questions you might have. So we'll do it simultaneously and potentially answer all the concerns. The first advice that I want to give you is, but especially this would be applicable for people who are applying to these schools or exams for the first time. First, create a separate email ID for all your applications. Create a separate email ID because as of now, you would think your primary email ID is your primary email ID and it is fine and everything goes well there. The problem would turn into after you've taken these exams, all sorts of unsolicited promotional B school mails and offers and all sorts of wonderful things would come your way. So every cycle when you're applying to B schools or applying for exams, create a separate email ID. Create a separate email ID and make sure that you are using that email ID for all applications so that you also don't miss out on important notifications coming from the different B schools and don't get spam emails after that purpose has been served. Please create a separate email ID. Let us get to filling out the XAT 2024 form. So what I'm doing it is I'm filling up a temporary email ID. And temporary phone number. Please refresh and try again. Okay. Temporary phone number, the temporary email ID. You can perhaps do it yourself. So that you go through the entire process. The payment requirement in XAT is right at the end. So I can put in the name, let's say Saurabh Somnath. I don't know who this person is. If it matches your name, then great. If it doesn't, still no problem. Any password of your choice. Valid password constraints are mentioned, at least one uppercase letter. So I'm going U for uppercase, one numeric letter, one special character, apostrophe, no, not apostrophe, whatever, क्या बोलते हैं इसके, कुछ भी डाल दिया, और उसके बाद A, B, C, D. This is done. A, B, C, D, A. Okay. Select state. I'm selecting the state of Bihar. But my home state is now Jharkhand, so I select Jharkhand. City I'm selecting Bokaro ka. Bokaro Steel City. Okay. And then I have 6055 ED. I agree to receive information for XAT 2024. Fill this up. Fairly straightforward, no problem. We register. After you register, on your email, you will get a confirmation link. I'm going to my email and I'm confirming that. Okay. Why am I not able to log? Okay, it is perhaps here. Oops. What is the email? Okay, account details I have now. Saurabh Somnath. Fill in your email. You fill in your password. Unless you're doing it on your own computer, leave it alone. You want to log in via OTP, most likely you will forget your password in future. So you'll forget your password. Then login via OTP option is also available. You log in, and we can see this page available now. Everything is available. We start here. Apply now. If at all it is something different or you have some issue, please go ahead and ask in the middle of the meeting, people who are attending. Then Mr. Saurabh Somnath, name is present, email address is present, phone number is present. Alternate mobile number, alternate email address is optional, of course. Date of birth, let me be a little young. अगर 2024 में 24 के ही होना चाहते हैं तो हम 2000 let's say December 21. I am doing this. Okay. Gender, फन के लिए मस्त फीमेल डालो. Indian. Marital status, single. Blood group is universal donor. Category, whatever category. KMIG is Kashmiri migrant and everything. General. Now see, technically XLRI or explicitly XLRI is a private institute and it does not have reservation, as in explicit reservation. But based on the calls that are doled out to people every year, you have people who have scored below the stated cutoffs, and then people at 77 percentile overall or 82 percentile overall who should not be receiving calls for BM and HRM programs. They are receiving calls, which is why putting your category here in the right form, if you are an SC, if you are an ST, if you are an OBC or EWS or Kashmiri migrant or some other category, let's say you are PWD, which I don't see mentioned, or a person with disabilities later. So let's say children of war widow, something CW category, which is present in government institution. If there is any category that is applicable to you, please go ahead and mention that here. Okay. Do you belong to person with disability? I am saying no. Do you belong to Kashmiri migrant family? I am saying no. I am saying no. Parent details. Now, you can choose to fill up your both mom and dad details. You can choose to fill up just one parent's detail, or you can choose to fill up one guardian details. When I say guardian details, it could very well be your brother, your sister, or any senior person in your life who is responsible for you. So guardian, Mr. Guardian name. I am saying Saurabh Somnath was this person, no? So Saurabhi Somnath is the sister. Email address, you can put any email address, no verification is happening. In fact, one wonderful thing, I will put the same email address that I have put for the same temporary email address that I had for logging into the account. You can also put the same phone number, it wouldn't make a difference. But then, because these numbers are never contacted by XAT, nobody ever reaches out to them. They reach out to your email ID only. And guardian occupation, I will say she is running her own business. So owner, guardian organization, uh, uh, Somnath Enterprises. I don't know. And guardian's annual income. Again, be very, very careful what number you're filling up here, because this XLRI has some scholarships available to people basis the income, and at that time this information will become critical. So don't just put in 3 lakhs here because they will not check, and don't just put in 8 lakhs and above, because no, it is embarrassing for me to put down the actual income. Whatever you have proof for, and they verify your income basis the last year's income tax return of the family members. So if you have your father, let's say, is earning 6.5 lakhs and your brother is earning 21 lakhs, and you show your father's ITR, that will not work. All the members of the household will be utilized at the time of verifying your financial situation. So let's say I'm saying, because I'm not, I think up to 1 lakh. We are running a business that is very unsuccessful up to 1 lakh. Okay. Communication details. Some address I'm putting. I don't even remember the pin code. But okay, I'll put any number. Wait. Address line 1, sector 7B. Wait. Quarter number 20345. Because I know quarter numbers in Bokaro don't go to this height. Acha, sector 7B I can put here. Go back. Pin code A27501. It has to be a 6-digit number. I think it is similar to the actual Bokaro pin code, but even if it is not that XAT will have enrollments like from here. So all the details I have put in here. I can move on. Now the question points would come. 10th state. Here, whatever state you're from, you will put in here. So I'm saying I'm from which state? Karnataka. Okay. And 10th city, I'm from, I don't know the precise pronunciations of these places. I'll go with Hampi because I know Hampi is Hampi. Okay, institute name is AA School. Board is ICSC, Open Schooling, CBSE. The 3 most common ones are present here. And then you have to go down and check. If it is not present, you put any other, or you put other. Other, you would have to put down name. In fact, choose other, not specified any other is not great. Put down other. Then I am putting ICSC. Year of passing, I'm 24 right now. So I should have graduated at 22. So 4 साल पहले 2018 में I would be in 12. So 2016 में मेरा 10वीं होना चाहिए. 2016. Marking scheme, percentage or CGPA. I don't know, whatever it is. For percentage, you have to put in the maximum marks. Let's say maximum marks was 600. I obtained 450. So it will calculate your percentage automatically. If you're putting down CGPA, you put down your CGPA 7.5. 7.5. And make sure you include all subjects while calculating CGPA or percentage for 10th details. So let's say your scorecard says 6 subjects. You cannot select the best 4 or best 5 out of it. All subjects, even if it is an optional subject, even if it is an additional subject, all subjects have to be included. You cannot be skipping over any subject, even if it is SUPW. If you have been given marks, if marks are allotted for any subject, it has to be included. We do that. I have a CGPA of 7.5, seems too high for me. So 6.4. This is better. After 10th, have I done a diploma or a 12th? I'm guessing most people would go down the path of 12th, and that is what I would also go down. But let me see what all is needed for diploma. The institute name, the board university that has issued the diploma, okay. Stream, year of passing, marking scheme, and this fairly similar to 12th details. I have not done a diploma. Those of us who have done both, fill up both. 12th state, I have been to Karnataka. I am from Jharkhand. Let us go to a different state this time. How about Odisha? Okay. There, where can I go? Hengiri. I was in Hengiri. Institute name was a school, board university. This time, let me do it from Tripura Board of Secondary Education. In Odisha, I was studying in Tripura Board of Education. Stream was arts. Year of passing has to be 2018. Okay, and my CGPA out of 9 was 4.5. Even in decimals, entry is allowed. Include all subjects. This is a common instruction for all academic details that you have to fill in. You cannot choose to skip over those details. Do you have any professional degree such as CA, CS, ICWA, CFA prior to your batch? Now see, some of us may have this degree. Most of us will mark no and you move on, no problem. Some of us may have this. So degree that you may have is CA or ICWA or CS or CFA. Let's say CFA because I have some idea of what is happening there. In progress. So what level we have done it, marks that we have achieved, the day that we had taken the first exam, and if it is in progress, of course, there is going to be an expected date on which I'm expecting my final exams to be conducted. Or if I'm doing CA, the day I expect my final CA exams to be happening. For most of us, however, it is going to be simply unknown. Okay. Next, graduation type, single, dual, integrated. You can have any of these. Then you have done a single graduation. Again, this is the most common option that I expect. Dual graduation, you have BCom plus history or something plus something. Or you can have integrated. Integrated is BSc plus MSc. You have done in an integrated course. Instead of doing 3+2, you've done it in a 4-year span. Both the courses have been taken care of. BTech and MTech in 5-year courses, those are fairly popular. So whatever variation you are a part of, you can do that. I'm going down the path of single because that is the only one I know. Graduation state. Which state do I go to this time? Let's go to Rajasthan. There has to be a JECRC. I like the fact that it has all. Okay, there is just one college. Okay, graduation type. Now here, even if it is union territories are mentioned within this regime. See, Andaman Nicobar Island, Chhattisgarh, Chandigarh, all union territories are also mentioned here. They are not limited into states only. Now the problem here is graduation, university, college type. Now see this, whether it is accepted by central university, state university, deemed university, private university, foreign university, you would have to do a little bit of नहीं, minor. Your specialization does not make it major or minor. बीकॉम ऑनर्स कोर्स किया, आपकी डिग्री पे बीकॉम ऑनर्स लिखा है कि आपकी डिग्री पे बीकॉम ऑनर्स प्लस इको लिखा है? अगर डिग्री पे बीकॉम ऑनर्स लिखा है तो एक सिंगल कोर्स किया है, तो फिर माइनर इको का कुछ नहीं होता है. मतलब ऐसा नहीं कर सकते ना, somebody has done an MBA, तो ये नहीं बोल सकता ना कि भाई हमने तो डुअल कोर्स किया क्योंकि हमने मार्केटिंग और फाइनेंस दोनों में स्पेशलाइजेशन है. सिंगल कोर्स है सिंगल कोर्स, बीकॉम ऑनर्स. ओके. अब यहाँ पे दिस मोर इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग, सेंट्रल यूनिवर्सिटी, स्टेट यूनिवर्सिटी, डीम्ड यूनिवर्सिटी, प्राइवेट यूनिवर्सिटी, फॉरेन यूनिवर्सिटी, you would have to Google search, you would have to go to the university website and see what type they are. So let's see, let me do it for JECRC University. JECRC University. This is a private university. यहीं पे पता चल गया मेरे को. I will go here. I will put it down. Private university. Graduation exam pattern. देखो, you will either have it year wise or you will have it semester wise. Now, whatever degree you're going for. So far in 10th, I had done the normal course. In 12th, I had arts. So it seems like the right time for me to do BTech. So stream here, whatever specialization you have. Let's say in BCom, if you have a specialization in accounting, or if you have in engineering, if you have a specialization in civil or mechanical or whatever your stream was, you can go ahead and put that down. If you don't have a clearly defined specialization, let's say you've done history honors, there is no specialization. So you can happily say stream as history. This is not a critical piece of information, or this is not a factor that is going to change whether you're shortlisted or not shortlisted. This is simply an information point. So BTech, I am putting down civil. You are going to be judged on this degree, which is why it is a drop-down box which tells us, okay, these courses are categorized in different buckets and however they have to be treated. The stream is irrelevant. In terms of you shortlisting, streams of course relevant, but it is irrelevant in terms of you getting shortlisted. Then year of passing 2022, result status, mine is declared. For those of us who are awaiting the fair, awaited, you put it down this way. Then kindly mention the aggregate percentage of marks obtained till date. Again, ह्यूमैनिटीज वाले डीए डालेंगे और अपना जो भी कोर्स है वो डालेंगे, इंग्लिश है तो इंग्लिश डालेंगे, हिस्ट्री है तो हिस्ट्री डालेंगे, वैसा. आई एम डूइंग बीटेक फॉर दिस पर्सन. इज दैट अंडरस्टैंडेबल आदित्य? वट एवर योर कोर्स इज. भाई तुम ये समझो, दिस इज नॉट योर फाइनल फॉर्म, इसके बाद भी और चीजें आएंगी. द प्राइमरी इंफॉर्मेशन यू आर ट्रांसफरिंग टू देम इज तुमने बीए किया है, उसके बाद स्ट्रीम के नाम पे वट एवर वंडरफुल सब्जेक्ट यू वांट टू हाईलाइट यहाँ पे डाल दो, पढ़ो आगे. 3 सब्जेक्ट थे, इज्जत से तो सबके मल्टीपल सब्जेक्ट्स है ना. नो मतलब इंजीनियरिंग वालों के भी 48 सब्जेक्ट चल रहे 4 साल के अंदर, लाइट लेते उस पर. अच्छा हाँ, ये भी करते ना, बीए में सिविल करा देते, दिक्कत क्या है. Year of passing 2024, if you are graduating next year, if you have graduated already, which I am trying to do क्योंकि हम वर्क एक्सपी भरना चाहते हैं. And then result status declared. If it is awaited, then whatever marks you've obtained till date, again all optionals, all subjects, everything that you have appeared for, उन सब का एवरेज लेना, उन सब का एवरेज लेना. You cannot अच्छा, if you have let's say CGPA मिलता है और SGPA मिलता है और ये मतलब सिर्फ सेमेस्टर वाइज इंफॉर्मेशन चल रही, जो अभी तक आया है सब कुछ डालना पड़ेगा. देयर इज नो, you cannot possibly pick and choose numbers in order to make your profile appear better. Some people make this argument, अभी डाल देते हैं, बाद में अगर उन्होंने ऑब्जेक्ट करा तो हम लोग ठीक कर देंगे. अंडरस्टैंड, बाद में अगर उन्होंने ऑब्जेक्ट करा ना, इसका मतलब है एप्लीकेशन रिजेक्ट किया. If at all your numbers turn out to be faulty, तुम्हारे right now you are putting down only the best of 4 or best of 5, और उसमें से you are getting 93% 10th में, और फिर बाद में 5वां सब्जेक्ट मिला के you come down to 91, हट से बदल जाएगा. नो नो, राइट एज ऑफ नाउ जो है वो डाल दो, बिकॉज अंडरस्टैंड ये अभी ना एप्लीकेशन स्टेज चल रहा है. once you get the exam is done and then calls are doled out, at that time you'll be asked to update your information. उस टाइम पे फिर से आपसे ये इन्फो ली जाएगी. so this information is simply आपको मार्क्स सीजीपीए में मिलता है, आपको मार्क्स परसेंटेज में मिलता है. अगर सीजीपीए और परसेंटेज दोनों में मिलता है, प्रेफर परसेंटेज. अगर मार्क्स सीजीपीए और परसेंटेज दोनों में मिलता है, प्रेफर परसेंटेज, क्योंकि सीजीपीए के लिए वो बाद में कीड़ा करते हैं कि भाई जब परसेंटेज था तो तुमने क्यों नहीं डाला. एसजीपीए तो सेमेस्टर का रहा, वो तो कोई दिक्कत ही नहीं है. एसजीपीए से कोई लेना देना नहीं है. एसजीपीए सिंपली ए कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट ऑफ सीजीपीए ओनली. परसेंटेज डालना है, अगर परसेंटेज है तो परसेंटेज डालना है. जब अवेटेड पे क्यों है, हम डिक्लेयर्ड पे जाना चाहते हैं. मार्किंग स्कीम सीजीपीए आउट ऑफ 4. कॉलेज में हमने बहुत अच्छी पढ़ाई करी, आई गॉट 3.6 सीजीपीए अलग ही. नाउ दोज ऑफ अस हु हैव अ पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट, नहीं सीजीपीए को कन्वर्ट करके नहीं डाले. इफ यू हैव सीजीपीए ओनली सीजीपीए गिवन टू यू, पुट डाउन सीजीपीए, तब परसेंटेज नहीं बात करेंगे. इफ यू हैव परसेंटेज एंड सीजीपीए बोथ गिवन टू यू, देन परसेंटेज प्रेफर करेंगे. इफ यू हैव ओनली परसेंटेज गिवन टू यू, फिर कोई ऑप्शन ही नहीं बचा. ओके, next, if you have a post graduation degree, which I'm guessing most of us wouldn't, then no problem. If you have a post graduation degree, pretty much the same things that you did for UG, वही सारी चीजें फिर से डालनी है. I don't want to waste time on this क्योंकि बहुत मेहनत. Then we go next. Do I have work experience? Yes. Name of the employer. Now see, this asks me for work experience in months as on 31st March 2024. Now nobody has, no, even if there is a formula written, write down CGPA. As in, then अच्छा, if there is a formula written for conversion of CGPA to percentage, तब तो तुम्हें पता ही है ना परसेंटेज क्या है, तब फिर परसेंटेज डालो. इट इज लाइक रजीत के सर्च कि अगर तुम्हारे पास परसेंटेज भी है सीजीपीए भी है तो फिर परसेंटेज डालो. okay. तो तुम अभी मार्कशीट पे अगर सीजीपीए है तो सीजीपीए डालो। ये वर्क एक्सपीरियंस, नेम ऑफ द एम्प्लॉयर, व्हाट वाज द नेम ऑफ द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन माय सिस्टर वाज हेडिंग, सोमनाथ एंटरप्राइजेस ना, एंटरप्राइजेस, डेजिग्नेशन चीफ ऑफिसर, date of joining 2022 June 1st, specific date is asked to March 31st. Now see, nobody knows, most likely you are not going to, let's say you are working in a job currently, you are not guaranteed to be in the same job till that time. What this is asking is expected कहाँ तक जाएगा, on March 31st March 2024 तक expected work ex तुम्हारे पास कितना होगा. If this changes in future, that will be taken into account at a later point of time. तो यहाँ पे हम तो अपना सोमनाथ एंटरप्राइजेस अपने दीदी की कंपनी में खूब सारा काम कर रहे हैं. If at all I want to put in more organizations, that is also available. जितनी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन डालनी है आप डाल सकते हैं. I am putting down only one organization. The precise start date, the precise end date. Now for your work experience, ये भी ध्यान रखिएगा. You just can't claim anything. हम LinkedIn के CEO हो रहे हैं, ये नाटक नहीं लिख सकते. You have to ensure the place where you are working from. वहां से आपके पास ज्वाइनिंग लेटर होना चाहिए, आपके पास पे स्लिप्स होनी चाहिए आखिरी 3 महीने की जब भी आप जॉब वॉब छोड़ रहे हैं, और आपके पास रिलीविंग लेटर होना चाहिए, फुल एंड फाइनल सेटलमेंट वाला. फुल एंड फाइनल सेटलमेंट पैसा तो बाद में आता है, लेकिन रिलीविंग लेटर विच स्टेट्स की हाँ भाई इसकी सारी ऑब्लिगेशन फुलफिल हो गई है, ये ऑफिस छोड़कर जा रहा है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. दैट शुड बी अवेलेबल टू यू इफ यू आर क्विटिंग अ जॉब. यू कैन नॉट abscond from a job and then try to claim work experience later, क्योंकि फिर कांड हो जाएगा कि वो प्रूफ के टाइम पे देखेगा नहीं. एसेंशियली अगेन दिस इज वेरी मच लाइक द मार्क्स वाला कहानी. अगर तुम्हारी कहानी में बाद में होल्स आ गए विच सीम अनरीजनेबल, प्रीवियसली यू आर क्लेमिंग कि तुम्हारे पास 18 महीने का वर्क एक्स एक जगह से, और तुम बाद में आके ये बोल रहे कि यार वहां मेरा मैनेजर बड़ा कमीना निकल गया और वो मेरे को दे ही नहीं रहा वर्क एक्स का सर्टिफिकेट, दैट विल नॉट बी एक्सेप्टेड. क्योंकि किसी भी अगर रीजनेबल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में अगर आप काम कर रहे थे, द टाइम यू लेफ्ट उसी टाइम पे वो आपको वर्क एक्स दे देता. ऐसा नहीं रहता कि जब आपने नौकरी छोड़ी उसके 4 महीने 7 महीने बाद जाके बोल रहे यार वर्क एक्स का सर्टिफिकेट देना. The time you left, you will get your certificate there and then itself. So you not having work experience का certificate will say, oh, the candidate has misled us in the application process. हटाओ इसको हटाओ. So जो चीज तुम्हारे पास गारंटी से हो उसी पे काम करना. इन दी एंटिसिपेशन एंड होप कि फ्यूचर में मेरे को मिल जाएगा ये डॉक्यूमेंट, मेरे मामा चाचा ताऊ के कंपनी के अंदर हम काम कर रहे हैं और मेरे को वो पक्का से दे ही देंगे. मतलब दैट इज अ रिस्क यू आर टेकिंग which may or may not work out for you in future. Be aware that the risk is yours. You are undertaking that risk. You cannot cry wolf if later on it turns out negative for you. Okay, do you want to apply for XLRI? Most of you will of course say yes. Now courses wise, there is business management. This is their flagship general management course. And BM program you cannot apply to Delhi or Jamshedpur campus separately. एक जगह apply किया तो चल जाएगा. Then human resource management, this is their flagship course. What I mean by flagship courses, XLRI started off with an HRM course only. I think XLRI started off in 1949 and 1950 with the HRM course. Their objective was to create HR managers to work in the Tata plant and everything. Then it expanded, provided quality education. सब कुछ चल रहा है, अच्छा खासा है. Now there is this third course called general management. BM is for finance, marketing, operations, IT, all sorts of things, consulting, any general management course है ये. इसके अंदर all sorts of specializations are available. HRM के अंदर you have HR specialization earmarked before it. Now general management course, this is for heavy work ex people. This is for 60 months का work ex आपके पास होना ही चाहिए, which I'm guessing would eliminate a lot of us from the running. For GM, the work ex tenure does not match the eligibility criteria. खुद से बता भी देता है तो चिल है, कोई दिक्कत की बात नहीं है. So general management, if I put down fellow program in management. Now fellow program in management is as good as क्या बताएं, PhD courses. This is as good as PhD courses. Now eligibility for FPM, you can click here, check whether you are eligible or not. Most likely I should be, but देखते हैं. Overview, equivalence of a PhD with an Indian university. This FPM is as good as a PhD from an Indian university. Eligibility, A, BE or BTech degree or its equivalent with at least 60% marks. हम एलिजिबल है क्योंकि हमारा तो 3.6 on 4 हुआ करता था. और हायर सेकेंडरी एजुकेशन इक्विवेलेंट है फॉलोड बाय एटलीस्ट 2 years ऑफ रेलेवेंट वर्क एक्सपीरियंस. मेरा 24 महीने नहीं हो पा रहा है, बट ठीक है, कोई नहीं. इन दी हाइपोथेटिकल प्रोफाइल दैट आई क्रिएटेड. बैचलर्स डिग्री इक्विवेलेंट मिनिमम 3 years ड्यूरेशन, ये सब कुछ काम है. लेकिन इसमें ध्यान रखिएगा, अगर आप कॉमर्स बैकग्राउंड से, आपको पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन खत्म करनी पड़ेगी. सी essentially PhD के लिए या FPM के लिए ना, there is this inherent criteria at most places, there is inherent criteria कि 16 years की schooling आपको करनी पड़ेगी. For people from non-engineering backgrounds, हमारी schooling 15 साल पे रुक जाती है क्योंकि हम 12th तक पढ़ लिया और फिर 3 साल में ग्रेजुएशन हो गया. इंजीनियर का 4 साल का ग्रेजुएशन हो गया तो 16 years की schooling हो जाती है. तो नॉन इंजीनियर्स को पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन भी एक्स्ट्रा से डिमांड कर देता है, तो फिर दुख हो जाता है. करना पड़ता है तो करना पड़ता है. An integrated master's degree of 4 or 5 years, ध्यान देना 4 या 5 years, 16 years का threshold क्रॉस करने की बात है. With at least 55% marks obtained after completing higher secondary education or equivalent. A professional qualification like CA, ICWA, CS with at least 55% marks. इन चारों में से किसी में है तो आपका चलेगा. रूट 1 इज दैट. एक दूसरा टेस्ट रहता है यूजीसी, जेआरएफ, नेट, जीमैट, जीआरई, गेट. आई एम गेसिंग मोस्ट ऑफ अस आर नॉट रियली लुकिंग फॉर द एफपीएम प्रोग्राम. दिस शुड हेल्प यू डिसाइड. एफपीएम पे अप्लाई भी मत करना, फालतू की वैसे लग रहा है. When it goes down to MBA, PGDM, इसमें भी देखिएगा बहुत सारे सिर्फ टॉप वाले भी स्कूल डाले हुए इन्होंने. एक्सेलराई, एनी ऑफ द आईएम्स, एफएमएस दिल्ली, एमडीआई गुड़गांव, एक्सआईएमबी, इरमा, एसपीएन, टेस, आईएसआई, or the School of Management of an IIT with a CQPI of at least 6 on a scale of 8 or equivalent. सिर्फ यही वाले 20 स्कूल, दूसरे वाले नहीं. You cannot, मतलब some of the bigger B schools, I would say NMIMS is not included in the list or IMT is not included in the list. So, okay. Application obtained through either of the 3 routes described above will be subject वगैरह वगैरह कराई जाएंगी. ये जो भी है अब इसमें समझिए, ये फेलो प्रोग्राम इन मैनेजमेंट था, पीएचडी इक्विवेलेंट है. मोस्ट ऑफ यू वुड नॉट केयर एनीवे. देन आई हैव एक्सेलराई रुटगर्स डबल मास्टर्स प्रोग्राम. अगेन they have their own criteria mentioned here. See if it applies, see if it appeals to you. It is a fairly new program, so it is definite. There is not a lot of information available about it in terms of placement data and everything. और ये एक आखिरी इनोवेशन, एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप एंड वेंचर क्रिएशन. This is for people who come from business families per se. देखिए इसका एक बहुत ही प्यारा क्राइटेरिया और बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी फीचर है. फुल टाइम AICTE अप्रूव्ड कोर्स इन एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप. देयर इज नो प्लेसमेंट असिस्टेंस. इनका कोई प्लेसमेंट सेल नहीं होगा, इनका कोई प्लेसमेंट नहीं लगाया जाएगा. आपको अपने धंधे पे वापस जाना चलेगा, आप खुद से नेटवर्किंग करके नौकरी ढूंढना चाहते चलेगा. सो आई एम गेसिंग फॉर मोस्ट ऑफ अस गोइंग टू अ बी स्कूल इज means to an end of getting a great job or entering into the corporate world in the best manner possible. With the lack of placement assistance, तो फिर दिक्कत होगी, तो देख लेना. So now most of us, I'm guessing, would go down this path. BM or HRM. Between BM and HRM, they will ask for your preference here. You can choose BM if you like it. You can choose HRM if you like it. Whatever you choose. हम तो BM HRM डाल के बढ़ रहे आगे. Okay, select first city of preference. Whatever city you want to select. Where am I at right now? So let's go. नए स्टेट में जाते हैं. हैदराबाद and second city should be Nashik. These are my 2 cities. Now a little bit of a horror story from last time. कि last year XAT का center allocation थोड़ा all over the place था. But and you will hear horror stories that वाले कहीं भी सेंटर दे देते हैं, ये करते हो करते. But in their defense, थोड़ा सा ये समझना, I have been taking XAT since 2017. इससे पहले हमने कभी लिया नहीं था. तो 2017 onwards हमने जितने भी XAT लिए, last year was an anomaly. लास्ट ईयर वाज एन अनोमली कि भाई उनका सेंटर एलोकेशन वाज ऑल ओवर द प्लेस, बहुत ज्यादा ही गंदा चल रहा था. सो मेक श्योर दैट मतलब जो जो भी तुम्हारा मोस्ट लाइकली वो तुम्हें फर्स्ट सिटी प्रेफरेंस दे देंगे. इवन इफ नहीं देते तो फाइंड अ सिटी नेक्स्ट टू यू, फाइंड अ सिटी दैट इज क्लोजर टू यू और वही सेकंड प्रेफरेंस डालना. डोंट रैंडमली फिल अप थिंग्स, क्योंकि लास्ट ईयर कुछ कुछ लोगों का खराब हो गया था. यू विल हियर अ लॉट ऑफ yammering अबाउट कि हाँ दे दिया सेंटर बहुत खराब किया था, ये किया था. ठीक है, कर दिया, आगे बढ़ो, उसके बारे में ज्यादा सोचेंगे. वी हैव डन दिस. Then we move on to the next page. Now we choose files, whatever we want to upload. So wait, let me share, put down the files. I will of course not share those files. Sample and sample. Aadhaar card 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 1 1 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 1 1 1 2. Okay, we are back. So in this place, you have to get your photo, and there is a limit of only 1 MB. There is a limit of 1 MB only. Now, in case your photo is of a higher quality, it is of a bigger size, सब कुछ है. There are several websites available जहाँ पे जाके आप साइज छोटा वोटा कर सकते हैं. इंश्योर करना कि आपका फोटो सही ओरिएंटेशन में हो. आपने फोटो ऐसे ना अपलोड कर दिया हो, देखने में बहुत वियर्ड लगता है. इट रेयरली एवर स्टॉप्स यू, मतलब एग्जाम देने तो मिल ही जाता है, बट फिर भी अपनी तरफ से ये फालतू काम मत करना, क्योंकि यही स्कोर कार्ड या यही एडमिट कार्ड लेके आपको इंटरव्यू देने जाना होगा. ऑफ कोर्स दे विल रेज क्वेश्चंस, क्या तुम नॉन केयरफुल पर्सन हो कि भाई तुम्हारी फोटो भी ढंग से नहीं चढ़ी हुई है. सो डोंट डू दैट. कोई भी मतलब वट एवर फोटो यू वांट टू अपलोड यू कैन. हमने तो यहाँ पे एक ज्योमेट्री के सवाल की इमेज लगा दी है. ओके. इफ यू हैव डिजी लॉकर एक्टिवेटेड, आई एम वेरी मतलब आई एम नॉट वेरी वेल इन्फॉर्म्ड. मेरे लैपटॉप पे रखा है सब कुछ, हमने डाल दिया. आधार कार्ड, ये नंबर हमने 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 1 1 1 2 11 12 करके डाल दिया तो भाई दिक्कत ना हो. एंड देन अपलोड योर प्रूफ ऑफ आइडेंटिटी, चूज फाइल्स, हमने सब कुछ डाल दिया. माई लाइफ इज चिल, ऑल माई प्रूफ ऑफ आइडेंटिटी इज डन. The next bit is, see, yeah, Saurabh Somnath, date 26. Don't just click continue. Here you have an option for preview. Go ahead, make sure you check every detail that you put in. Every detail that you put in. Verify them all over again. ढंग से पढ़ लो, पूरा पूरा check करो. Do not be in a rush to fill up forms, which is also another indication. अभी के अभी फॉर्म भर के नक्की कर दो. The delay in filling up the form, there cannot possibly be a adequate reason. Let's say हमने गलत कर दिया, ए स्कूल नहीं था मेरे स्कूल का नाम, ए स्कूल नहीं था मेरे स्कूल का नाम. So I will change it to A B school. I can edit it here. Go to save and application updated successful. Now I can go ऊपर नीचे जो भी मेरे को कोर्स के अंदर डिटेल. बैचलर ऑफ आर्ट्स हमने सिविल कर रखा है, बढ़िया. रिजल्ट्स मेरे आ चुके हैं. मेरा आउट ऑफ 4 मेरा 3.6 है. इफ आई वांट टू इंक्लूड माय पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन डिग्री, अच्छा, इफ यू हैव डन सम डिग्री, डू इंक्लूड इट. डोंट चूज टू एक्सक्लूड डिग्रीज और डोंट चूज टू एक्सक्लूड इंफॉर्मेशन, क्योंकि लेट्स से यू डन ग्रेजुएशन इन आर्ट्स और उसके बाद तुमने एक पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन भी कर लिया आर्ट्स में और अब एमबीए करने आ गए. You will be an interesting person to talk to. It isn't as if just because you've done a post graduation course in a, let's say, a separate discipline, and now you're coming to do an MBA, you will not be shunned. It will not work against you. Any sort of knowledge that you have will of course highlight your profile in a better manner. करते जाएंगे जो भी डॉक्यूमेंट सब कुछ है. One file uploaded. If you want to have a look at that file, you can click here. Declaration. हाँ, हम लोग सब कुछ अच्छे हैं. Then I go to next payment. here जाके अपना पैसा चढ़ा दीजिए. Now see, base fees is 2100. If you are only taking the exam, it is 2100. यहाँ पे अपना 2500 इसलिए आ रहा है क्योंकि we selected for the exam and the two courses, DM and HR course. For every additional exam that every additional course that you apply to, it is 200 per course. So you get this also. Then you go to make payment. जहाँ से भी रहा सब कुछ आ जाएगा. If you choose not to make a payment right now, that is also fine. You can go to my dashboard and everything is done. See, my application is 100% complete. Everything is done here. Payment is pending. If I continue, I can again do the preview if I choose to. If I want to go back to any of the previous stages this way, I can go back from here. ये सब available है functionality wise. And now I can make the payment again. So this is accessible to us. Hopefully all the questions or any concerns that you may have about filling up the form is addressed here. The important things to take care of are making sure the marks that you fill up includes all subjects, because despite warning people over and over and over again every year, people always, oh मैंने तो गलती से best 4 डाल दिया, मैंने तो गलती से best 5 डाल दिया, इतना गुस्सा आता है उनपे. See, very often what happens is that most places they tend to gloss it over, especially where academic marks and everything is not a criteria. लेकिन जहाँ पे कटता है ना, वहां पे ऐसा कटता है कि भाई सीधा कैंडिडेचर ही कैंसिल हो जाता है. Why have a sapna and then see it break in front of you? मतलब I remember one of the years हम कैलकाटा का इंटरव्यू देने जब गए थे, तो किसी एक व्यक्ति का 12th में 6 सब्जेक्ट थे, भाई ने बेस्ट 4 करके डाला था क्योंकि दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी में बेस्ट 4 के हिसाब से चलता है, और बेस्ट 4 के बेसिस पे वो 80 के ऊपर था 12th में. कैलकाटा में सिर्फ 10th और 12th के मार्क्स देखे जाते हैं, तो बेस्ट 4 में वो 80 के ऊपर था, ऑल 6 में वो 80 के नीचे था. ऑल 6 में 80 के नीचे होने के कारण देखा अच्छा आपका तो नहीं हो रहा है, बैठ के कैलकुलेटर पे, तो सॉरी योर इंटरव्यू विल नॉट हैपन, यू डू नॉट मीट आवर क्राइटेरिया, घर भेज दिया. समझना, ये सुबह 7:15 बजे उसको बताया है, सुबह 7:15 बजे इंटरव्यू देने जा चुका है. क्यों फालतू में सरदर्दी लेना लाइफ में. जहां पे भी फैक्टर इन किया जा रहा है, तुम अपनी तरफ से बेसिकली, आई डोंट नो इफ यू हर्ड ऑफ दिस लाइन, ट्रूथफुल पर्सन डज नॉट नीड टू हैव अ गुड मेमोरी, क्योंकि वो हर जगह सेम बात बोल रहा है तो उसको पता है. झूठ वाले को याद रखना पड़ता है कि यहाँ झूठ बोला है कि यहाँ सच बोला है या क्या भी बोला है. तो ईमानदारी से हर जगह एब्सोल्यूट सच वाली बात सारे सब्जेक्ट इंक्लूड करके कर देना. कहीं पे अगर तुम्हारा will not be any place that tells you to pick up your best 4 subjects or best 5 subjects, तो वहां कर लेना. Because there are certain universities, I think DU में DAC या MIB MHROD वो वाले कोर्सेज पे, या अब तो MBA IB MBA HR हो गया, वहां पे वो लोग बेस्ट 4 बेस्ट 5 ऐसा कुछ खेल लेते हैं, या MFC में खेल लेते हैं. लेकिन मोस्ट जगहों पे सारे सब्जेक्ट्स कंसिडर किए जाते हैं, वो पक्के से कर देना. अपना जो भी डेटा वेटा डाल रहे हो वो पक्के से कर देना. मोर फंक्शनल यूटिलिटेरियन एडवाइस, अलग से एक ईमेल आईडी बनाना, अलग से एक ईमेल आईडी बनाना, उसके थ्रू सारा एप्लीकेशन वगैरह करना. एनी टाइम यू हैव माय पेमेंट्स. अच्छा, in case you have any questions that are not addressed here, you can also go ahead, select a category, admission query, payment issue, program fee details, एडमिट कार्ड कब आएगा, एप्लीकेशन फॉर्म में कुछ दिक्कत है, एग्जाम वेन्यू में कुछ दिक्कत है, अदर जनरल क्वेरीज, टेक्निकल क्वेरीज, कुछ भी तुम्हें पूछना हो यहाँ जाके यू कैन आस्क. एप्लीकेशन जीमैट जीआरई तो मेरा है ही नहीं, तो हम दैट एप्लीकेशन फॉर्म पे काम चलाएंगे. और फिर अपलोड अटैचमेंट इफ एनी, लेट्स से एट सम पॉइंट इन द फॉर्म यू हैव अ प्रॉब्लम, टेक एन इमेज स्क्रीनशॉट, आप उससे करके यहाँ से करके भेज दीजिएगा. आफ्टर यू सेंड दिस you will also see क्या क्या आया है आपके पास. ये से आपको प्रोफाइल से नंबर मिल जा रहा है, ये आपको all the queries that you've raised and उस पे क्या क्या स्टेटस है, what response you have received, all the mails you have received from this, ये देखिए टकाटक. And then you can go back. My payments, I haven't made any payments so far, ये दिखाएगा. And then this is my final dashboard. Everything within this platform is hopefully clear to you. If there are any questions, please ask now or forever hold your peace. We are forever holding our peace. Let's go home. Okay, bye.